blend, so I sip slow. Too talented type of nigga, I'm kinda schizo. But never out of my element, I let that fifth go. Shots in the club, panic at the disco. She off the MDMA, that's from Frisco. Hella chips, call me Mr. Nabisco. Is that your bitch? Cause she won't let my wrist go. My technique is the sex freak. Skinny get with hot models, bitches and lesbians. I'ma put my tongue on they soul like a...
Do you like RB20s?
I do.
So do I, actually. So do I. I have a bit of a knick-knack for RB20s.
This is such a treat right now. I'm so excited.
Every single time I put the key in ignition, it feels like a treat.
It's always weird being on the other side with no wheel.
Actually, it's a bit trippy because my daily is a left-hand drive manual, and then the fun car is a right-hand drive manual. So, you know, going between them sometimes back to back, it's a little bizarre.
Definitely trippy.
But you know, it's a fun trip.
So, for people that don't know what we're in, can you explain?
This is my 164 Nissan Altima 1.3 liter inline 2.5.
Okay.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Did you get all that?
It makes at the wheels, it makes roughly 3. Yeah. No, this thing, when you want it to, she goes nowhere.
So it's pretty much opposite day of everything he said. So like, but yeah, in all realness, we're in an R32 GTST, and this is your first, and probably your this is one of your dream cars, no?
This is my dream car.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of GTRs. They're very pretty, but I've always been a major rear-wheel drive fanboy. So for me, GTS-T was kind of the way to go. My pockets are nowhere closely deep enough for a GTR.
Right.
But again, if I ever actually got a GTR, I would do a rear-wheel drive swap pretty much.
That
just lose the drivetrain.
I'd probably do the same.
Yeah, I just like going sideways. I like the LSD.
Yeah.
I like killing tires.
Yeah. Which he has been, I would have to say.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's definitely the infatuation period. Although I'm sure the infatuation period in this car's at the end. But
the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, I don't want to say the honeymoon phase is over because it's never gonna be. But definitely the first week was like not able to actually believe it's true. And the first time I ever saw an R32 in person was Shane GTRs before we wide-bodied it, and I had tears in my eyes. And I've been gaga over them for years. And
now he has one.
I can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
And it makes all the nice noises as we're about to experience here.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna I'm gonna give you a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
On the entrance to the highway from Oakland if there's no cops.
Oh, that's nice. It's the flutter for me. I would be sold on just the flutter alone.
Oh yeah, when I first test drove this car, and I at my foot, you get off, you hear that flutter. It's like nothing ever. So much fun.
And it's smooth, actually. The ride is pretty smooth.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on bumpy roads, it's nowhere near smooth.
Okay.
It's on HSD coilovers, and we're on off this dampening setting right now. But I'm used to my 5 Series was the most comfortable coilover set I've ever had. It was on AP Racing.
Okay.
And it was so supple, and it felt extraordinary. It was a great cruiser. It liked back roads. It was heavy, open diff. It still slid, but it was great handling. And of course, that was European. I'm rather used to European. I've had several European cars, several BMWs, and several Volvos.
Yeah.
And this doesn't compare. It's so different. I like the rigidity. This car is so rigid, so solid, so responsive. It is the most responsive car. It's, however, unresponsive below 3,500 RPM. That's that's where the magic happens. Above 3.5, and then the orgasmic energy begins at around 7,000 RPM for the last bit of 1,000. That's the fun zone. That's the fun zone. We like that.
Where all the sauce.
All the sauce.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah.
I'll give you a little third gear here.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't know, this is quite the vehicle you got here, sir.
Thank you. It's the dream.
Oh, for sure. Well,
I love the first gear wheels, but I was looking for me because I loved my 5 Series dearly. That was from all the cars I had ever driven, and the dealerships that I worked at, and the cars able to drive along the way, and the modified cars able to drive along the way. The 5 Series was really good. I loved the heaviness behind it, and the presence that it had for me while driving, the feeling. But then I got an S60R, M66 manual, and that was just, the turbo was really big. I loved the turbo. Yeah. And that was my second turbo car. I had an S70 T5 5-still turbo, and then I had the S60R 5-still turbo, and it just, I don't know, I mean, as everyone knows, turbos are all the fun in the world, but this is like next level. And of course. My dream was always an R32, and R32 GTST. I love the 2-liter inline 6. The sound is amazing. Of course, everyone always says just RB25 swap. If you don't have an RB25, that's the hate you're gonna get. But I love the 2 liters. They're so rev happy. Yeah, there's no around town. It's like if you wanted the response, the small turbo is good. I bought a. I'm sure you like that. Oh yeah. I bought a 3071R dual ball bearing turbo, which is. I'm gonna lose response. But for me, my goal from the 5 Series, I wanted something light, I wanted something turboed, I wanted something rear-wheel drive, and I wanted LSD. And this is all of that. Yeah. The only thing I'm missing, I've been chasing power for a while. This car is not slow, it's not fast, it's quick. I think it's pretty quick. Yeah, it is. I want to make it quicker. I don't know, I've been after power. I like being able to spin first gear. This car spins first gear under certain circumstances. Yeah. But I want to spin first gear more.
Honestly though, like 300 horsepower in this is like, it's gonna be very good. See, how does it feel with getting like the attention and stares in this car? So, it's funny because my 5 Series, the only attention I ever got was from people who knew classic Beamers. Okay. And it doesn't, it's, you know, it was nice green. The color would get the attention. People, I would get compliments from older people based on the color. It was like it was Vermont green. I really loved that car. I'm a huge green and blue car fan. Yeah. But for me, the 5 Series, it would get attention, but it was a different kind of attention. This one gets attention from everybody. Yeah. The people that don't know just are confused as to why the steering wheel's on this side. People will wonder. Actually, if you can go over there, we'll do like a little feature of your car, like just to walk around and talk about it.
Like right here?
Yeah.
You know, one person asked me if I built the car to put the steering wheel on the right side. You know, the attention's nice. I really like sharing my passion. I love sharing the car with other people because this has been my dream car for the longest time. And so when I couldn't afford one, when I didn't have one, for me to talk to other Skyline owners, you know, and see their car, which is my dream car, it was amazing. But for example, I can think of yesterday when I was going to get boost stands with a couple of friends. We were parked up, the three of us, and we went to get boost stands. And we come outside. On the way out, we're getting out of the car, and a Tim Hortons employee ran out from Tim Hortons to come over and ask to take pictures of the car. And then that was nice. That was cool. You go inside, you come back from boost stands. We all have our food. We're all hungry. We want to eat, and then you're standing there. Your other friends are kind of waiting for you, and there was a group of 5 or 6 guys that were all asking questions. And some of the most annoying questions, which I've only had the car for a couple weeks, and I've probably gotten it already at least 10 times. How much have you paid for it? How much horsepower does it have? And it's
very direct.
Yeah, very direct. And if it's my close friends, you're gonna get those questions. I'll ask my friends the same questions. When it's people you don't know, frequently asking the same question, it does get annoying.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten any negative attention. There's definitely people that will try to race you very frequently.
Of course, I mean you're in a Skyline.
Yeah.
They automatically assume you're making 1,000 horsepower. You know?
And if you're not making at least 500 or 600 wheel horsepower, why are you in a Skyline? That's just the stereotype.
Yeah.
But the intention's cool. I like being able to share my passion with others that have the same passion for these cars as I do. But there's definitely instances where, it's not that you're never in the mood to talk about your car, but again, I haven't owned this car for years. I'm not speaking from years of experience and being annoyed for having hordes of people talking about the car. But you definitely can't go any place like a gas station without at least someone asking questions or
for sure.
They're just like, what is it? They want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I appreciate the people that don't care for cars or don't know anything about them, and they'll give you a compliment like some lady in her 50s pulled up at a red light one Sunday morning at 9 a.m. about a week ago, and she said, I know nothing about cars, but this has got to be one of the most beautiful cars I've seen of all time. Like those comments.
The color itself, I mean, just the blue, like it
blue,
automatically, and with the white wheels, it
pops.
Yeah, it's an attention grabber.
Yeah, the cops definitely. they look pretty much all the time.
Yeah, for one, like you're on the opposite side as well, so people are like, well, that's not from around
here. It's the confusion.
Yeah.
People that don't know, nor do they care, at a stoplight, they're still just wondering as to why you're on this side.
Yeah.
And then you tell them the car's from Japan, and everyone thinks that the whole right-hand drive
everyone's on
Britain or Australia.
Yeah.
Or Jamaica, if you know. But otherwise, Japan, they drive on the right side, on the left side of the road, and they drive on the right side of their car. So most people don't know about that. They just think Japan's like every other country. So, but Japan made some really good cars. I like them. My favorite part of the entire car are the 30mm over fenders with swing.
Yeah,
So
definitely
my goal,
makes the car.
My absolute top goal in life was to get a Skyline, R32 GTST Skyline, and I wanted the GTR wing with the rocket dancer, the gurney flap, carbon fiber gurney flap that goes on the wing.
Yeah.
So the gurney flap should be here in about 2 weeks. That's gonna be a dream come true when that comes on. But I love the rear end of this car the most, like the absolute most. I think the 30mm over fenders with the wing, just for me, that's what does it.
Like, you see that from the rear, it just looks too nice, man.
Yeah, for me, the circle lights too.
Yeah.
You can't mistake. Actually, I did once. I mistaken an Impala for an R32.
Oh no.
I saw it off in the distance.
Evora.
Yeah. Very nice. I once mistaken an Impala. I saw it off in the distance. I had tears in my eyes and I started shouting. Did about 180 to catch up with it, and then was extremely disappointed and heartbroken when it was Impala. Otherwise, for me, the circle lights and the wing is just...
Yeah, it's just iconic. Like iconic.
It's too good. It's too good. I like the rear wiper. I need to change it. It's a little bit worn. It works, but it usually stops on the way back. It'll stop halfway. Just gotta push it back down. It's fine. I love the white wheels. And the white wheels are nice. Impossible to keep clean. Engine braking is really good though, so I can just engine brake to most of my stop signs and red lights when the car is nice and clean. I don't want to dirty them. It's my first ever coupe. Really like that. There's honestly nothing. I've only owned the car for 2 weeks, but I can't think of anything that I really dislike. It's very rugged. The car is very rugged. Like, it feels very robust and solid around the end. It's cable throttles, very jumpy.
Oh, a wild dev appeared.
Nissan Skyline?
No, it's an Impala.
Oh,
I don't mind changing out the wheel. I love these ABS Style 5 wheels in white, but I do really want to get some Affino AFF 7s. That's kind of my dream wheel, and bronze would be really nice. So I was never really going to track the car, but for a really beastly, back road cruiser and the occasional
like a nice
track day,
street car setup.
It would be a lot of fun. Plus, eventually when I go to make power on it, I'm going to need something a little thicker than a 235.
Yeah.
I actually have my 235 4018 Nitto NTO1s sitting as my paperweights in my room right now. They're brand new with stickers. Actually, I rode 40 kilometers on them when I had them on the 5 Series. But they're going to fit right on the rear, so eventually when I go to make a little more power, closer to 300 wheel, I think I'll need the NTO1s for first and seconds.
Yeah.
We'll see. The car is pretty light and you can feel it. So.
Oh yeah, she definitely
I love
rips.
the weight saving from the 5 Series and my 60R. It's crazy the difference. So. Over time, this thing will go through a drastic change, but in my opinion, I don't think it's ever going to look much different than you see it as it sits now.
I mean,
I think you'll see wheels. That'll be different. I know that it's going to be a different story.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a sick purchase, man. Happy for you.
Thank you.
And
come true.
yeah. And looking forward to what you do with this car.
Oh yeah, it'll be around for a while. I don't think she'll get sold ever.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to show me your baby you got here.
Thank you. It was a blast as always.
Yes. And guys, as always, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to follow Noah, what's your Instagram, sir?
You can follow me at Nshara Official. I am the only and the official Nshara on the media, on the ground.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, guys, take care. Peace.